AFTV, James, that was much better, wasn't it?
That was good fun. I enjoyed that. Lots of goals. I suppose the only negatives that we were 4-0 up and ends 4-2, and it gets a bit nervy. But no complaints from me today. I really enjoyed that. Football was good. Lineup was good. The players were good. All good. Happy day today. And
Arteta was really on the front foot, wasn't he? The lineup was very positive. I mean, there was a lot of sort of attacking midfielders in there in surpassed. Odegaard and Smith Rowe. That was caught a lot of people by surprise, and it worked.
Yeah, it did. And the thing I enjoyed from a tactical perspective is that when he brought in these different players, they brought a different element to our play. You know, we've seen Lacazette dropping in. He's a striker who drops in and sort of combines the midfield. But Aubameyang was playing on the shoulder today, something that he's done over his career brilliantly, and we saw him doing that, stretching the defence. Smith Rowe was playing as a left winger, but was coming very central. I think 50% of his touches came within the width of the penalty area, so he's popping up in central areas. Combined with Odegaard, I thought did well today. We know Saka comes inside, outside, does a bit of everything. So the combinations were good, and we saw kind of more of the same from that good period over January, but there were different flavours to it. So I really enjoyed it.
Saka today was unreal, wasn't he? I mean,
you
know, Aubameyang gets all the plaudits, of course, for a brilliant hat-trick, but Saka, he was too hot to handle today.
Another level today. It's a bit of a football cliche when people say, he's getting better and better with every game. But Saka literally is. Every game I'm seeing him do more with the ball. He wins a penalty, it's not given, he wins another. You're thinking, you know, because he's so tricky, and it comes from work rate and drive and persistence. And as I said, if he's not going on the inside, he's coming around the outside. He can beat you both ways. And if he's not finding that running beyond, like against Wolves when Partey put it over the top, he'll come short and get it and just make the runs himself. And he was causing so many problems. I know Ty's had his bit to say, but quite funny that he had Alioski on toast today, which I did enjoy from from an Arsenal perspective. He was really, really good. And shout out to Gabriel, who I thought was his best performance since
he sort of come back.
Yeah, since being a regular.
He was colossus today, wasn't he? He's big, he's strong, but he's also very quick. Across the field, and he was brilliant today. I mean, like you said, the only little blot is conceding those 2 goals. I mean, it was a great header, but it was a little bit of a blot. But apart from that, it was the same type of performance that we saw in the first half against Wolves. Apart from we didn't have the major game-changing incident at the end of it, but it was very similar to that.
Yeah,
so it's encouraging when you see that.
It was that starting on the front foot, asserting our dominance. And actually, I was looking at the stats just now ahead of tomorrow, and we didn't have more of the ball, we didn't make more passes, we were really efficient with it. And that's what I enjoyed, because against Wolves, we actually had all the ball, we played all the football, we weren't efficient, we weren't taking our chance. If we did, it was offside, it wasn't really going our way. At least today, when we were getting in and around their sort of penalty area, we were doing things with it. And the thing I really enjoyed was that this is something stats doesn't really pick up on. If you look at shots, I think it was 13-9 in favour of us. But what stats don't really show is how many times we got in and around their penalty area, where if the pass across had been right, that's a goal. If we'd just been a little bit better in those... I know I just said we were being efficient, and maybe in the second half we weren't as much. But, it's hard to find stats where it proves that actually the build-up and the approach play and the areas we got into were very dangerous, and I was really happy with that. Cedric had that strike, which was quite good, but if you just slot in Sebas, that's another good chance. So we were really good. We picked Leeds apart. I mean, look, let's get it right. You batter Leeds, you also get battered by Leeds. They're one of those teams. And today, they were on the end of the battering. It was one of those days for them where they weren't really at the races. We were warned that without Calvin Phillips, they're not the same team. And that kind of showed. But I think that's also partly down to the way we pressed them and the football we played. So credit to Arteta there. I know a few fans aren't happy with the substitutions. What was your take on that, actually, just very quickly?
You know what? I understand why he's brought Willian on for balance. And, you're just trying to secure it up because, they're kind of trying to fight to get back in the game. You don't want to get another Newcastle situation that we all remember all them years ago. So I understand it. It's just disappointing, man, because we want to see Martinelli. Yeah. We want to see Martinelli on. I mean, I reckon that he probably had a plan to bring on Martinelli instead of Aubameyang. Yeah. And then they got that second goal and he just thought, no, and then he just go and shore it up. Rob Holding, shore it up, you know what I mean? Which... in the grand scheme of things, that is the sensible thing to do. But I think it's because we just all want to see Martinelli playing.
Yeah, I agree. And I brought this up for a reason, because when people judge a manager's performance, and say you gave him a rating out of 10, I score him quite highly as a 9. The reason being is people think about the subs. When they're judging a manager, they go, well, what did he do with the subs? No, it's the 11, it's the preparation, it's the way we play. It all comes down to him in the end. And he got pretty much all that spot on. Willian came on, and I'm with you. I get why he came on, because I was just looking at the numbers now. In terms of starts since Boxing Day, Martinelli's had 4, should have been 5, but remember he had the injury before Newcastle. Pepe's had 6. Smith Rowe, Saka, Aubameyang in the 6 to 10s. Willian's had 2. So people complain about the game time he's getting, and I was disappointed about him coming on against Villa when we needed a goal. But he's not having the game time that people are sort of professing he
that's
is.
for a good reason.
Well, no, absolutely, but absolutely. But I see fans having a real moan about it. The fact that
I think today, listen, I moaned.
Yeah.
On the stream, I moaned, but after the game, when I look at it in hindsight, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, you can accept it.
When you were looking at how the game was unfolding, they just got a second goal they got a goal. Then I think he's looking to bring Martinelli on instead of Aubameyang, take Aubameyang off. But I think he just thought to himself, security. And to be fair, El Neni came on, he was chasing everything, shut it down.
Yeah.
They didn't really have a sneak after that. So
and I thought Willian actually did okay. I know there was a few loose passes, but I thought he was some good areas. If it wasn't, I know I'm scraping. I know I'm really scraping the bottom of the jar. But
you are scraping.
I thought he did fine. I think there's this. And I've been a part of it too. I think there's a bit of an agenda against Willian at the moment, and I understand why that's built up. But I want to also stick up from a little bit and say, come on, really, is that? And I know I'm doing it, but I'm trying to defend. Is that what people are talking about after this? We were really
that shouldn't be. It's not
exactly,
an issue.
And that's why I brought it. I just wanted to address that. So credit to Arteta, credit to the players. They're very good today. We all expected a really tough game, and in some ways it was towards the end. But ultimately, we slapped them up, and I'm really happy. And that's exactly the confidence boost we needed ahead of Benfica.